Hey guys, it's Michael Granados here, and I want to show you in this presentation how to target the three best groups, where to find your audience, and the type of messaging that you should be using so your prospects, your leads, they chase you. Okay. Um, I've had much experience already with, going after those people who are interested in your product. Maybe there's people who are not interested in your product or service, or they don't know about you, but you want them to get to know you. So I'm gonna get over that. I'm gonna get you over that hurdle. Because I used to have problems with this myself, and when I figured it out, I really figured it out, and I knew what to do thereafter. So do you really want more followers? Do you want more leads that come to you instead of you chasing them? Okay, so you're gonna need to listen up, for I'm gonna say less than 10 minutes. I'm gonna try to cut it short, but just put your tabs away. If you have your phone opened, your web browsers, your social media page, just go ahead and put that to the side and just listen up for a little bit. Let me get your attention, because this is really gonna help you understand not just with what I use, but in general, how online digital marketing and if you're an affiliate marketer, how that works. Before I found this three-step formula that I'm going to show you today, I was working for minimum wage and I was working with a contracting company for HP, and I was going to college at the same time. So I was finishing up my second year of my associate's degree, which I had finished. But that was a hard time for me because I didn't have the job that I had wasn't paying me well enough. I was being underappreciated, and it was physical, labor intensive work at the time, just so I can get myself through school a little bit. And so, I've always been attracted to entrepreneurship and just online digital marketing and just how that works, how to put systems in place, how to become an authority and an expert in what you do. Friends kept telling me, how long will this last? I kept going for one thing to the next. I kept chasing the next shiny object syndrome, if you're familiar with that, and it never really got me anywhere. So I don't blame any of them for asking me that. It just did feel bad. I'd always stay home on weekends just to work even harder on a different opportunity. But here's where everything changes. I was more of an opportunity seeker, not a skills seeker. Okay, you might be in this position yourself. You might be asking yourself, how will this apply to me? And I see how it applies to you. But online, if you have your own business at this moment, if you don't have a business yet, if you want to just get into the affiliate marketing world, maybe you're an affiliate, maybe you already work for an agency, um, etc. What you need to develop at the end of the day is going to be your skills. You have to have skills over opportunity. It's not the opportunity that doesn't work. It's just because you don't have the right skill sets. Just the other day, I was speaking to some people, and I was telling them how they were trying to grow their business through, I think, which was ClickBank, if I recall correctly. Yet, you know, they didn't have the right formula to attract the attention that they needed, because they kept going from one product or service to the next within ClickBanks, and they weren't getting enough traffic. They weren't getting the right messaging across, and that's ultimately because they don't have the right skill set. They don't have the skills to do it. And it was a shame because I was talking to them in a group. It was actually on Instagram, just telling them like, what are you doing? Like, what are you trying out? Do you have a ClickFunnels landing page software to get a leader here and there? And they were like, at first they said no, and then minutes later they said yes, kind of contradicting. And so then I followed that up with, maybe it's your landing page, maybe it's just the messaging that you're sending across, or where you're trying to, if you're not using ads, what are you using? What are you not doing? Organically, are you on Instagram, not sending the right messages, and so forth. So ultimately, what it comes down to is your skill set and understanding how to talk to different people. So less than 12 months later, I grew two businesses online. I started in the health and wellness industry, teaching people about a specific problem that they were having, which was a lower back pain problem. I started in, affiliate marketing, learning about it and learning it the right way with the right training platform, learning how to do search engine optimization, ranking in Google, basically. So I grew one first, and then after that, I After I had that one automated, I started helping people with making a passive income through affiliate marketing, trying to achieve their messaging across to other people like I was able to. So I became a top affiliate earner. I was earning over 6 figures um, at that time, and it's been ever so increasing. And affiliate earnings are great and all, but also helping people in the process is really what I like to do. And giving them value, not selling to people, giving people value, because you're based on results, and results are not sales. Results are what you can give to somebody else. So I earned more freedom in the process. Um, I was able to travel a little bit more. There you see me. I was in Mexico, and there's a picture of me around Cinco de Mayo time. And on the right side there's my family. And that was during New Year's time, and I spent a lot of time with them. And it's always been great to do that. And I've always wanted to live more of a life of a freedom life, because I know what it is really like to work and go to school. I know that too very well. I grew up educated, but I've also had my trials with working, and just trying to figure out why I wasn't getting paid enough, or what this industry was about. I went from construction, manufacturing, to warehousing, the different jobs. Okay, but I always knew I had school in the back, and I had this knowledge. And when I went to my last position, I thought I'd be able to do more, which was there, but it never got offered to me. And so, learning a different skill is going to help you. It's going to allow you to do more things like traveling that you like, and just get out there more. Just put yourself in a vulnerable position, and that's what you need to do. I never wanted to do that. I never thought I would. But here's this guy who thought he was going to go into, banking right away at a time, and from the last position, and then learning digital marketing skills, and that has become a huge asset to me. So how my mindset changed, I stopped looking for leads. I started doing more conversation. So what you're doing, what you might be doing for your own, if you have your own business and you want to attract leads, you want to attract more customers, I get it. You want to get more sales at the end of the day. Who doesn't? That's what keeps a business running. But you need to stop looking for leads. Okay, you need to stop doing the whole, I'm going to go to Facebook, I'm going to send a message on those make money online websites, or I'm going to go to affiliate marketing websites on Facebook or those groups, or blog posts, and spam people, even on Instagram, spamming people without having even a conversation with somebody, because I get that a lot and I ignore them 100%. That's something I don't buy into anymore. Most people don't make conversation, don't get an opportunity. It's just the way it is, and maybe it wasn't before. When you start off, you have to be a yes man. You have to be like, yes, okay, yes, I'm going to respond to that, yes, yes, yes. But until you get to the point where you are more mature enough to say no, and you have enough income maybe coming in, and you're satisfied with what's happening, you don't have to be a yes man. So think of it that way. If I could get just enough clicks to my website, they will buy. If I get just enough eyeballs, they will convert. That's probably the mindset you have right now. Okay, maybe you don't, but that's what most people I help. That's the mindset they have. If I just get enough clicks, they're gonna buy. Or if I get enough clicks to my websites, they're gonna read my blog posts and they're gonna want to buy from me. If I get enough clicks, they're gonna click on a tab, and it's gonna take them through a funnel where I just help them out even more, give them product awareness, and so forth. If I just get enough eyeballs, they will convert. That's not the kind of thinking that's going to get you anywhere. Okay. You need to start looking for more conversations. And I know it's not easy to be there, like sitting on your phone, wanting to say, hey, how are you? Where are you from? What is it exactly that you do for business? Those are just some examples I'm throwing out for you. But that's what it ultimately needs to be, because if you don't do that, you're not going to build a relationship with somebody. And building a relationship is the most important part. You need to get out of the way first. Okay. And I help you with that. I mean, I'll show you the whole point of why this is what I'm talking about in just a minute. How messaging your audience works in a nutshell. You have the offer, which is people who know about a product. Okay, so these are people who if you're working for an agency, if you're working for your own business, you go, heating pads for $14.99. You can get them here at Walmart. Just buy and click here, buy now. Demonstration ones are like you're showing somebody. This works really well with physical products. Maybe you do a video and you're like, okay, you're demonstrating how to use a massaging unit. So you go, okay, here is the head. You can switch out this part with this part. And now if you apply this to your shoulder, just up here, and then you run it down. Oh, that feels much, just demonstration. Information, basically, that's giving somebody that doesn't have that information themselves, and you're educating them. You're educating them with more information. You're telling them about maybe a desire that they have, and you have a solution to that. And educating on the last one is the same thing, similar concept, but with this one you can actually build. I think you can build the most rapport with somebody. You can build more of a relationship with somebody. That's just educating somebody on what you do, or what they have problems with, the desire that they have, and the product that can be helpful for them. So you got to determine traffic temperature. So you gotta look up what kind of people are coming to you, okay, or what kind of people are you reaching out if you're still reaching out to people. And I know I was gonna say I was gonna cut this short, but I'm gonna try to keep it under 20 minutes if you can bear with me. 15 minutes at the most, we'll try. But okay, so 3 types of groups you should be targeting for leads. This is what most people do. They go for cold leads, people who don't know you. They don't know what you have to offer, whether they can't trust you just yet. Warm leads, people who consist of people who don't know you, but they have a relationship with somebody you know. Hot leads, made up of people who already know you, people who are you on your email list, read your blogs, listen to your podcast, who are your YouTube subscribers, etc. So if your prospect is aware of your product, right, and they have realized that it can satisfy their desire, the headline that you will start with your messaging will be with the product. So that's a hot lead, for example, and you're going to see that at the very end in parentheses for the next two. So if he or she is not aware of the product that you have or the service, right, but only of the desire itself, your headline should start with the desire, okay? What do they desire the most, okay? What is their desires? If he is not yet aware of what he really seeks, but is concerned with the general problem, your headline starts with the problem and crystallizes it into a specific need. That's a cold lead, okay? So the cold lead is really the holy grail of online marketing. If you can nail that, you have a recipe or a formula for success, okay? I know everything else is easier. It could be easier, but when you can learn how to set the right messaging, you're going to be able to convert any of them like crazy. So you can attract really 100 leads in less than 30 days. You can do that with engagement. This is realistic. This is not me just telling you you can. I've done it myself. And you can do this with FueledLeads, okay? You don't exactly have to do this with FueledLeads. I mean, I've seen other ways. If you're on Instagram or Facebook messaging people, being a hustler that way, that's where I started. That's how I started growing my list organically and getting leads. I did everything without an automation tool. So this is social media management. And the great thing about FueledLeads and any other social media management tool is that you can actually have people in your direct message inbox where everything happens. If you're not using Instagram direct messaging and you're here complaining that you can't get the leads you want, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, on Pinterest, you're not doing your job effectively. And I just spoke to somebody the other day. Like I asked them, are you conversating with somebody on your direct message? No, I can't get traffic. No, okay, well, maybe you don't have a social media automation tool where people are coming to you, because that's what social media management tools can do for you. They can bring in the leads. I have over like 30 people, over 40 people per day show up on my direct message box messaging me, okay? And then that's already like warmed. I can warm somebody up, or I can start a cold conversation or a hot conversation with somebody, depending on how you set the message across, the automated message, and how you can leverage it from there. So direct messaging, again, is overlooked. It's the holy grail. Automated direct messages can be sent out. When they send out a comment for you, it's more when you send out a specific comment, and I do this, and I'm going to help you. When you send out a specific comment, at the end of that, it's going to say something like, you should direct DM me or send me a direct message at, and then your username, and they'll click that. They'll go to your direct message box and be like, hey, I saw that you commented on my post. You wanted to get in contact with me, and then you go there from there on out. But it's also about understanding who they are. So before you even send that first direct message box out, you want to look into their Instagram or wherever they are, if you're using it for Facebook, but see who they are. See how many followers they have. They have less. You know how to approach the conversation. They have more. If they're already an experienced affiliate marketer or somebody who has a business, then you can approach them differently. And I do this all with FueledLeads. I do this. I give you the templates if you join under me. Of course, this will be something that you get with a lot of information about how to message cold, warm, and hot leads, how to set your messaging apart, so you don't have to be every single time having a short conversation, a long conversation. So, you're gonna get likes, you're gonna increase your followers, and that's what many people want, right? Increase followers. But if you're not doing anything with your followers, if you're just having followers that are just posting, just regular content like pictures on Instagram, like it's supposed to be, that's fine and all. And if you're not using stories, okay, I mean, you're missing out on a whole bunch of people. You're not sending people replying back to their comments. You're not on the direct message inbox. You're missing out on a lot. Okay, and that's where I'm getting right now a lot of my traffic. That's where I'm getting a lot of my leads, and they're converting. So you need to get on that. Question 1: if you had no website but you had an Instagram, what would you do? And then question 2: if you had a website, what would you do? So if you didn't have one, you can build a Facebook group. Okay, this is genius. If you're on Instagram, if you're on Instagram right now, this is the best place to network, okay, or just appeal to your audience. And if you're on Instagram already, you need to find, if you have a Facebook group, or if you don't have a Facebook group and you want to build a business, okay, you want to promote your products or services, another way to do this is to push them into your Facebook group. Okay, this is essential. All right, if you want to get a message sent, if you want to educate people, if you want to inform more people on, maybe you do this on a daily basis, you set live video chats, or maybe you send messages on your Facebook group already, this is going to help you out a lot. I do this. Instagram should be for many things, but for one of them, the big one should be shuffling people out of Instagram and into your Facebook groups. And so if you don't have a website, that's fine. But if you do, you can also do this. I set things up. I already have it set up where I already know the prospect that I'm going to be talking to, and I already know, depending on how they message me back, or depending upon how I sent out an automated direct message to them, I already know what I'm going to do. I'm going to know if I'm going to shuffle this person into my Facebook group. Is this person, can I send this, or can I send this other person directly into an email list by sending them an opt-in landing page? Do I need to send this person more value with my blog post information? Do I need to send this person to this offer versus this one? So it's dependent upon how you send an automated message. And the cool thing about FueledLeads too is that you can send out different automated messages, which is amazing. So just, that's an advantage of its own. So if you have different maybe businesses, or maybe you have different products or services, or different ways you want to get people into a different system, then that's going to help you so much. You're going to collect more emails, you're going to build trust. You're really going to have a lot of warm traffic to hot traffic. People who are in cold traffic, you're going to convert them like crazy. If you have a website, collect emails. If you have a website, follow up with them with email automation. That's a must. Again, I've been talking to somebody, and they told me that, they don't have traffic, nobody's converting. Well, have you set up an email automation response? No, I'm not collecting emails. Okay, well, you can't just send somebody to your offer, your product, and expect them that they're going to convert. Especially if they go over to your website, just to go to your website, you think they're going to buy from you from clicking at a link? No, that's not how it always works. Maybe once in a while. Facebook chatbots. This is one thing you can do if you have a Facebook. If you're just using Facebook, this is one of the ways that I recommend using them, just to get more leads. I know you have FueledLeads too, but you can also just use Facebook chatbots. People can click on your personal page, Facebook page, or group, and you can communicate with you. So they can land on your Facebook page. If they click on a ad you're running, let's say, here I go right here. They click on an ad or something, and they like your ad, and what happens is that chatbot's going to pop up, and it's going to send them a message, like an automated message, like, oh, hey, thank you for liking my ad. Here's 7 tips to becoming successful in 2019 as an affiliate marketer. And then they follow up, they press that button, and they're subscribed. You give them something for free, and then you could follow up with them in automation. And I know automation isn't like for everybody. Everybody's like, oh no, I don't, I want to be real. And you can. There's ways of manually doing it. People can just show up on your page, maybe send you an IM, but that takes more time, of course. But it's helpful at the same time. So, ultimately, FueledLeads can change everything for you. I'm not just saying that because I want you to join. I'm saying that because I'm being honest. Chatbots are great. I use them myself, but those are for people who are already operating on Facebook, and it's a great advantage to have, to subscribe people and to have people on your list so you can follow up with them. FueledLeads will change your business. It has changed mine. It'll change your social media page. You're going to get more eyeballs, but you're also going to be able to get more conversions the way I've been explaining. You're going to earn more affiliate earnings if you are a affiliate who wants to use this as an affiliate program. I help out people with that too. I have that side of things. And again, you're going to get all the support from this community of people on their Facebook page, and it's really a community. It's people who actually want to help each other, and you get a lot of tips, and especially from me, somebody who's already doing well. And I have my own business that I have to. That's why I've got FueledLeads in the first place, so I can spend more time on creating content for my business and being out there and helping out more people. So if you want to partner up with me with with FueledLeads, if you're already on my page, at the bottom of it, you'll have that option that you go ahead and join with me. And once, if you've read already through the blog, hopefully maybe you have, or maybe you haven't after this. I know maybe I've talked just too much, but when you get the chance, look through it all, and it'll show you exactly how FueledLeads really works and how it's working for me and many others. So hopefully you enjoyed this presentation, and yeah, thank you.